The playoffs had some incredible action, and you'll find it in our top 10 plays of the week.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In our courtside countdown. For starters, the Celtics reach into their bag of tricks.
Look at that nice pass back here, and there's the hit across the shoulder.
The Celtics return home and continue to make miracles, but this one doesn't make it into the box score.
What a terrible no-call!
But not to be outdone, the Cleveland Cavaliers upstage their hosts at the Boston Garden.
Oh, yeah! That's for 2 more.
In Utah, the mailman seals a Jazz victory.
Moving up, missing Carl, jams it in. Boy, what timing!
Boy, he could smell the high bounce there. Perfect timing. He slammed the baby home.
But Malone wasn't a one-man show. Check this out.
Oh, baby! Unbelievable!
But when it comes to alley-oops, nobody outdoes doubles.
Beautiful alley-oop from Pippen to Jordan.
And out in Portland, here comes the sun.
Johnson, final second. Scores! Will they count it? Yes. KJ goes wild.
Michael Jordan likes what he sees on the Miami coastline.
Into the front court, behind his back comes left wing, now down the lane, all the way for the two-hand slam. That is vintage Jordan superstar.
But this time, Michael gets his act together.
The steal by Jordan. And Michael Jordan hits on the reverse.
At number 1, we stay in New York, where the Knicks' Mark Jackson pushes the action.
It's a 3-on-1. Jackson behind the back for Williams. The Knicks need a spark, and perhaps that will provide it.
We just came off a very convincing series against Miami. We thought we could waltz right through New York.
3. Beats Armstrong with the spot up that shot. It's a block. That's a violation. It'll be the Knicks ball.
We anticipated playing them a certain way, and they came out totally different. Physical, hungry, aggressive.
Chicago is a confident, cocky team. They've sort of breezed through the league all season. They breezed through the first round of the playoffs, and right now they're being challenged.
Big jam by Ewing. They are stunned here at Chicago Stadium.
People think because the Bulls are the world champion, we're supposed to just lay down and just let them do whatever they want to us. Hey, this is a game. This is a man's game.
It's a steal by Jordan.
We seemed to have control of the series. We never really did, and they kept coming and taking it back.
Hit hard by Anthony, and Michael threw the ball at Anthony, and Jordan is very upset.
There's more, but he's fouled on Jordan. With a recover, and Jordan is fouled. And back come the Bulls. Pippen, oh, he is ripped by Starks.
This has become a war.
Here's Ewing, yes. And the Knicks continue the improbable finish. They send it to a 7th and final game.
Some predicted a sweep, most a 5-game series, but be honest now, nobody thought it would go 7.
If we see a New York victory today, this might well rank as one of the biggest upsets in the history of the NBA.
Now, the New York series was one of those fatherly advice type of series. So I kind of asked him, what should I do? How should I attack? Should I feed off my teammates, or should I go out and be the leader and let them follow my lead? And like most fathers, I mean, he said, take the lead. If they don't follow you, they don't follow you. But you have to take the lead.
Cartwright, there's foul hard by Oakley again. It's a flagrant foul again.
And now, McDaniel wants a piece of Pippen.
I was ready to go blows with him.
Both clubs going at each other. Michael Jordan and Xavier McDaniel having words.
Pippen to Jordan. Reverse, and he hit it with the left hand.
Oh, what a spin by Jordan. Jordan on fire. Here's Jordan splitting through. Jordan with the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel chased by Jordan. It's a complete block.
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
Jordan with the spin.
10 seconds left. Need the bucket for the win. Jordan, the jumper. Got it! You got it at the buzzer! Jordan does it to Cleveland again!
Do you believe that?
Jordan is the Cavalier killer!
In no time.
What a shot by the greatest player of all time!
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1992 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 1 between the Portland Trailblazers and the Chicago Bulls.
The Madhouse on Madison has become one of the most recognizable symbols of the city of broad shoulders. That, of course, was Carl Sandburg's description of Chicago. But in searching for a headline for this series, we might borrow from a literary figure of an earlier time, as both the Trailblazers and Bulls arrive here motivated and burdened by great expectations. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Costas. Welcome to the NBA Finals. Portland's great expectations can be explained this way. Another near miss means another year of the same old criticisms. And no matter how they might deny it, another year of searing self-doubt. But if it's going to happen, it may have to happen now. Because given the advancing age of some key players, this may be their last good shot with this cast. For the Bulls, back-to-back titles would certify their greatness. Beyond that, considering the relative youth of their nucleus, they could be in position to extend towards a dynasty.
We are set for the opening tip.
Season against Chicago, he was shooting just over 31% against the Bulls.
Michael Jordan. Portland 9, Chicago
To the floor, the ability to hang just long enough to get that good look at the front of the rim. Tremendous concentration.
The Bulls only 2 of 11 from the field. Jordan again from three-point land. Most unusual to see Michael bombing away. That's his third three-point attempt. Jordan posting up. Goes to the fadeaway. Through the foul. It counts. Drexler. Shot clock. The 5. Here's Pippen. Setting up Jordan. Wide open for another 3. Blazers get back. Pippen back for Jordan again for 3. Drexler first. Jordan eluding Robinson. Yes! And they match up once again. Here's Jordan to the fadeaway. Jordan for 3. Well, Michael has gone to a new weapon. Jordan for 3. Yes! Here's Jordan for 3. Yes! Did you see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it.
Oh, here's that 3 again. You know, and just let us know that, hey, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. It's my game. I love it. I love it.
Time has run out. A very special first half here in Chicago. Michael Jordan, 14 of 21, an NBA Championship Series record, 35 points in the half.
Now, coming up next, we'll be joined by Shaquille O'Neal, all but certain to be the first pick in the upcoming NBA draft. That's right after this message from Prudential and a word from the NBA.
telling you, I love this game.
3 weeks ago in New Jersey, the draft lottery was held to determine who'd get the #1 pick, and it came down to Charlotte and Orlando.
Talk to General Manager Bob Bass. They expect he'll be all right to play in the Olympics. Larry Bird, I tell you what, he kind of got a bit of a break by coming out of the playoffs short in terms of the Celtics. I'm sure they don't like that, but for Larry Bird, that gives him a chance to rest his back. His back should be fine. He will play.
Well, you saw Pat Williams, who runs the Orlando Magic, and how excited he was to have a crack at Shaquille O'Neal. The question still is, how good a shot does he have at signing you?
Well, Orlando is a beautiful city, and me, my agent, and my family plan to go to Orlando around the 17th or the 18th of June. And I'm going to weigh, all my options, and I'm just going to do what's best.
How much dough will it take?
I don't know, $25 a game. I don't know.
Shaquille, thanks a lot for coming and joining us.
All right,
good luck
thanks
to
for
you next
having
year.
me. All right, Quinn.
Okay, looking forward to seeing you playing.
Get a sellout at Chicago Stadium, better than 18,000 on hand. And the Bulls turning it on in the second quarter.
A smarter game, and we were able to do that in game 2.
Here's Pack with a very impressive
ways you can stop a run and stop the clock. One way is if you get fouled to go to the free throw line and stop the clock.
Michael Jordan off a set play on the inbounds. So Jordan with 39, and the Bulls lead. Drexler with only his 5th field goal. He has 12 points. And that off the bench to hit for 12 points. Armstrong, yes. That is his 3rd field goal. He has 6.
Nobody back, pull the ball out, run a play. Because you're down over 30 points, so you got to run a play now.
Cartwright. So Bill Cartman lost the dribble off his foot. 3-on-2 for the Blazers. Drexler all the way. Clyde Drexler at his best in the open floor. Hit for 3. And that will do it. The only consolation, it's a 33-point differential, which is 2 points shy of the largest margin of victory in an NBA Finals game. The Bulls take game 1, led by Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. They do it 122-89. We'll be back in a moment.